Hi everyone, so today I'm going to talk about what I see and what I experience in my daily life where I see and hear things. So, what I see are basically just some stuff I see are really very triggering and disturbing. That's why I will put in a title that it's triggering and disturbing. But the other times they are just really insulting, and basically all of these that I see and hear are very detrimental to myself, but I always just keep living my life because I don't mind being alive. I actually, after all of this, I felt like I'm happy with just breathing, but I do believe that life is meaningless, so I always think like that. So what I see is just like random celebrities that would just like talk to me. Like I don't hear it like it's like so real, but they do talk to me. Like I think I can hear the voice, but I know they're speaking to me. So and then it's just really weird. Like I have no idea why, and it's happening for quite some time. And like these celebrities like Taylor Swift, like Hailey Williams, like really she would just talk to me, and I don't think it's nice because I feel like they're stalking me, and they would just come and go. Like if I would be really annoyed, they would just go away. But there are other worse like singers out there that would just laugh at my face, and I have like it's really annoying, and I just can't like I have no idea why, and it's just I think it kills me. It's not like they're killing me with a knife, but it's like it's super unexpected and it's really rude to be honest. And what I see is like it's not by me. It's like I just wake up and I actually just see them in front of me, and then they will come and go, or they will come back or something. And I'm just like I have no idea why. Especially the ones that are laughing at me, like Hailey Williams. I have no idea why, and Taeyeon, like she was from SNSD, and I was just like. I think the reason why I kind of agree that Illuminati kills people is because of them. Like, why would they literally like laugh at me? Like, and also, Illuminati is a really like dark, like secret society, and like they can easily like clone, replace, and kill like actual celebrities for not the real person, and it's like really scary. But it's actually the actual truth about the Illuminati. So that's what I see, and I think all of these singers that I see, they're like really dark. Like they're not good. Like they can seem good, but they have like really dark. Like I think they just like don't like me. That's why they have like a bad energy vibe. And I've been thinking about this. Like why would they want to hot follow and stalk me? Like is there something that I have that they don't? That they're so like wanting to follow me and creep me out for my whole life. I have no idea, but I just ignore them. I just think that I hear our voices. These voices are insultive, and they would just criticize me. They would fat shame me. They would insult me for my looks. And also recently, as you guys know, that I actually have like a husband beside me, but not a real life one. But this husband is actually a real person. But in real life, me and this guy are just friends, but we don't really talk to each other much. But but yeah, and then but this husband next to me, it's like he's really just like he came to me first. He's like, will you marry me and stuff like that. And then he's like, I would leave you, like I will ever divorce you. There's no such thing as divorce. Even if a fight, she'll always come back. And it's really different from the one that is in real life, because in real life he's super uncaring and silent. Like he wouldn't give me what I want, so it's like it's not going anywhere. And which I find it a bit weird. And people will think like, oh, I mean, I'm just delusional, it's like my fantasy. But to be honest, what I see is real, and I really think that it's being like serious. Like, it's so serious that I thought that, you know, I can handle that he was out with another girl, because I felt like I was really cheated on or something. But like, yeah, but besides that, he's actually a really nice, like, husband. But when I wake up, there's always the voices that be like not liking me with him. Like, the voices be like, why would he want to be with me? Is it because I'm fat or something like that? Or, you know, like they were saying like he's like so like cheerful, and I'm so like they were just questioning why would he want to be with me, and I hear it. And you know, and like also after a while, this husband, like the real person, like I would see him in front of me like on the streets, and then he was always on a motorcycle, which like the nice, I don't know what it is that helped me, but like there's something I don't know, I can't really see, but basically like just showed me like that like I don't know, like he the motorcycle is there but he's not there, like get off, like it was like, and then he disappeared. But when I see him it's like that, but when after a while when I'm walking, or after a while like something tries to help me, like it was just telling him like, hey, back off and like not be on a motorcycle, like you're not supposed to creep me out or something. But when I see him, I do see him, and then he would just go away. Like I really see him, and I don't know if it's really him or someone that looks like him, or it makes me feel like I am really like, I don't know, like I just I just think to myself so much like, why do I see him? So like it's weird. But and I also see that he starts to become evil too. Like he would just be like the husband, like he would just be like, I don't know, like comparing me to other girls, which I'm, yeah, like, and then I think he also fat shamed me. So it's like it's really very difficult for me. Like I thought it was all a manipulation. Like I'd be like, he will always be saying like, oh, I cover in real life, like I wanna get married to you and stuff like that. But in real life he's not like that at all. And I knew, like I've always been like, I never, you know, like I never want to believe in that, because I know that no guy would come to me and say that. Like I don't have never had a boyfriend, but in real life he's super silent. So I think it's all like really fake, but that's how it is. Like it's really sad for me, I know, but I'm not sad because of what he says to me. Like what he says is really nice. Like he will say like I'm beautiful and stuff like that. But it's like really contradictory, and I don't know if my mind is splitting or something, but I just can't help but like hear all this and see all this, and I'm just feel like, you know, but he wouldn't let me go. So he's definitely like my convert part, like partner before I go to bed. I'll just like hug him, because he's like the only like person that can do that, because ever since young I was like really afraid, and I didn't like to sleep alone, and so I just like think about him. But the thing is like it's kind of like really like weird, because he would start to talk to me and I just like go with it. But that's why I think it's like it's really real, but you know, it's just like that. And other things I see is like really triggering, like when I'm singing something, I just saw that, you know, like the lift, I saw that I was like getting murdered or something. I was below, and then the lift is always gonna go like, you know, and flatten me. And I was like, but I felt like that was me. I really think that's me. Like it could, maybe I saw somebody else, but I know it's me. Like I know that it's you want to make me like hurt, but I don't really, like I saw it but I just ignore it. Like as compared to last time, like around 2018, 2019, I actually had it like worse. I had like actually last time in those years, 2020 also. No, sorry, I'm talking about 2020 to 2021. In those years, I actually heard less voices, but I think I also didn't see anything. So I was like alright back then, but I think I still heard voices, and it's like worse because I would like feel like something like knocking my head, and I had to go check it out. I was like, is it something going in my brain? And it was alright, my brain was alright. But I literally feel like something was knocking my head, and it's like really hurts. In like my classroom, I had those painful like on my head, and I was like, I had no idea, but because I was just in a group, and I on Facebook, and I read about it, like targeted individuals can have this, and I feel like I was like that last time, and now I'm like this. But at least for right now, like I do hear voices, I see stuff, and I see stuff that aren't there, and I would just like, now I don't really have those ones on my head. Like, but I remember like, yeah, that time when I was singing, after a while I felt like something like hit my head, but it's not really like like something like, it's not really like that like painful. It was like something just hit my head like that, and after a while it's go away. And now I'm think like that's the same thing as being targeted, but now it's like less. I don't really feel like any of it on my head anymore, but I do feel like some kind of like migraine, but it will go away. If it doesn't go away, I'll just take a painkiller. But now it's like, what's the funny thing now? It's just this funny thing now is that I see stuff. Last time I didn't see stuff at all, which is like really weird. Like I don't know what happened. Like I am also really like desperate to find out like why am I seeing stuff, because from last time I don't see stuff, I just hear voices, and now I see stuff and I hear voices. And what I also see is that when I'm walking in a mall, like I would see people from my past, and it's like really vivid. Like I know I'm hallucinating though, but I really see people from my past, and I just walk past and be like it's not scary. Like I know I I see it, and I choose to ignore it. Like I'm lucky that I know that it's not real, and I walk past, because I mean it is real to me, but I am lucky I just ignore it, because it is very real, to be honest. Like, but I just think it's like scary, and they just put there for really weird reasons, and but I don't know why it happens to me. But I found out through my other friends from the schizophrenia support group, and I realized that they also have the same experiences I do. They said like I do also see Euphoria passing put in front of me. And also the other thing that I also mentioned about last time was that I had this like feeling of someone just touching me, and it does happen also outside of my home, but it doesn't happen that often. It happens sometimes, and I just think it's just like a ghost or something, because I don't know what else. My house is really haunted too, but don't worry about it because I'm like protected. But besides that, like my friend online also said this the same thing, that she feels someone like she has like bugs on like crawling on her skin. And I'm just like, well, it's really funny how like we get like targeted with the same like experience. It's like it when I hear targeted, when I think about it, it's not really nice. It's like really evil, because especially if all of us who are targeted like have the same symptoms, it's like it's as if something is like making us have the same like symptoms, and it's really off to me. And Yeah, and besides that, like I'll just go about my day. Like I think the voices are like really smart, even though they're really really mean. Like they would just like if I'm thinking about something, if I feel anxious and insecure, they would just like come at me, they would insult me, and they just call me like stupid. But so I think that's just on the like daily basis. Like it's basically just like insult, mockery, and a lot of like me seeing stuff, or me like falling down, or me having even put in situations where, like, for example, about the lift. And well, the lift only happened one time, but I seen myself falling down a lot. And when it happened, like just now, like this girl was saying like better luck next time. And I definitely know that she is also one of the people who hate me being with I think my husband. So anyway, I just want to expose like some people, because I do think I'm being targeted, because I seen in my dreams that the story goes for being targeted is that I know this first guy, and this guy was Russian, and he used to be like friends. Like I like him, but like friends, we're just like friends, because he only treated me as a friend. But he was a really horrible person, because he just like ignore my texts for months. That's why I blocked him out of my life. And also I think because I found his account, and I was just like looking through his friend list and stuff like that. And after a while, like after a few years, I heard like his friend was with this like really blonde hair. She was just like, I remember in like my memory, but not my the exact details. But she was telling me like I wouldn't let this go, like because I was behaving like really wrongly to her, and not even about her, it was about to someone else. Like I don't know. Okay, I don't know how this happens, because I know like she's not like my friend or anything, but she's just there. And it's like I don't know if it's like demon play word, or they're just really bad people. That's why I have this bad energy from them. But when I go to sleep, I saw her like beside my husband, and like my husband, and also the guy in real life that's so called my husband is like she doesn't even know her. And I woke up and I was so confused, because sometimes I feel like dreams are real, but then my ghost friend Valerie, she said that dreams aren't real, like and I'm just supposed to believe that dreams aren't really true. But I know that when I see something, when I dream about something, it comes true for one event. So I'm not sure, because I'm also like a vampire witch, so maybe I can have some like powers in that. But I just think about her, and about I would hear like the first guy's voice, and I believe it's his voice, because this guy was like super like silent. Like he would just say like one or two words. And yeah, it was just a terrible part of my past, because I was like I liked him, but he was just super super weird. So basically I always like the wrong kind of guys, and the really mean ones. So yeah, but I would hear his voice. And then there's this like insulting voice in general that's saying like you'll never like be, like they would say that no one would ever want to be with me. and and then they would show me that I was saying that I'm a bad person. But I don't tolerate all those bullshit that they see that it was coming from me, because I'm not having all this bullshit. Like I wake up and I'm really tired of all this shit that I hear and see, that I think I just don't deserve it. There are some moments, there were some times that I'm really sad, or that I'm crying because I can't, or I'm just having a really mental breakdown. But as the reality is that I have to keep waking up and learn that I'm just a person, and there's some voices that don't even like the mean ones. So I think, yeah. But So being targeted, I'm pretty sure it was those like Russian people that will leave me alone. Like for example, if I'm sleeping, I would like be in deep sleep. Then after a while, I would like hear like I wouldn't hear like I'm in deep sleep, and then suddenly I'm awakened but not by myself. But I would just like when I'm waking up, I would see like someone holding a phone, and I'm like I feel like it's not me but it's someone, and it was and I he or she was like I don't know, and then he would show me like on the screen about I forgot what it is, but it's like it's really disturbing. I was like, please leave me alone, and well then that's why I'm awoken, but not by myself, but by something else. She's like really really weird, and I think like they wouldn't leave me alone. I hope they will. I'm pretty sure it's them or and the Illuminati, but I think the Illuminati only like I don't know. So mostly the singers always like in real life, like talking to me or laughing at me. Like besides that, I also hear people laughing, but I think it's like it's nothing because it's like this man that I don't know, and it is basically what I experience and see on like in my life. So and yeah, and they would also insult me about my sexuality, like because I'm in LGBTQIA and I'm in a lot of like communities that I belong to, for example asexual, aromantic, bisexual, and a lot more. So it's like and then they would always like come and say that like I don't like they will make me feel as if I don't deserve to have a partner. One of the voices said that you don't deserve to have a baby, and I guess it's like I have trauma since young, and I always felt like my body is like, especially being such an aromatic, like it's really hard for me. Like I'm just really insecure about my sexuality and stuff like that, and the fact it came from me where I just wasn't having it because like I felt I was a different person from last time. Like I I wanted to have a daughter, but now it's not like that anymore. Like I've changed, and now I have never hallucinated a guy before that wants me to be his wife. Last time I remember that I would like when I was on those like when I was really young and I was just being like on drugs by the psychiatrist and the psychologist, and it was like really bad because it was just like a controlling system. I told myself that I would never want to like imagine someone because they would turn out evil, but I'm right here now, and I still believe that the husband guy is real, and like it might seem like I'm imagining him, but I think it's real the way he's like speaks to me as if he's beside me. So it's all new to me, and I don't really condone like having believing in myself that I always think that I deserve the best, and I don't want to believe in that voice no matter how like insecure I am, because everybody deserves to I make the choices. Like the voices are like really controlling and out of the blue, and yeah, so I'm definitely a different person now because I feel like maybe I've never experienced like uh the husband, but obviously I get sad in your life because he's not really acting on like he would want to be with me, but yeah, I'm just happy with him, even though it gets confusing. Like I'll just go to bed, and I'm grateful that he would not give up on me, because yeah. So in a few years, I think that in a few years can people always change. Like people, well, you will always be like, maybe like in a different chapter, different mentality. So yeah, so you can always know about someone in a couple of years if they are the same. Like for example, like I'm not really the same as last time, but eventually you'll never know a person well enough even though you live with them, because I saw that I was like abused by someone really close to me, and so it really like affects my perception of seeing stuff. So it's like I think everything, you'll know how much you mean to someone with time, and it can be good and bad. So life is scary with the wrong people, that's what I'm saying, and with the right people, but ultimately you have to have your like own back and like be your own friend. And and life is never going to be like smooth sailing, but I believe that I want to breathe more, and yeah, I just want to go ahead with my life. And like, yeah, so if you relate to some of my symptoms or anything I'm experiencing, that it's a cliche thing to say that you are not alone. I never wanted to believe in that, but when I'm just like really hopeless, and I think that back to where like some people are just like me, it makes you feel like you are on a alone journey, and that you know I know it doesn't have any meaning, it doesn't serve any comfort, but it makes you want to fight for your life more, because life's like really short, it can go anytime. So I hope you guys like take care and stay safe.